Njogera Français n'Aba-Uganda.
Yamo, Français, Nako.
Kushemererwa Français.
French language in Uganda.
Hello, dear listeners. This is the fourth episode of our podcast, French Language in Uganda. My name is Pauline Dinet. I'm the head of courses at Alliance Française de Kampala. In the previous episode, we explained which certifications of French are available, and today we are talking about how schools, whether national or international, whether from primary, secondary, or a university from anywhere in the country, can benefit from our programs, as well as the teachers and students of the school. The program we're going to talk about is a school competition that we, Alliance Française de Kampala, launched in 2022. The competition is called Njogera Français, which translates in English to I speak French. For this, we have special guests, my dear colleague Karim Cwinya'ay, course coordinator at Alliance Française de Kampala. Bonjour Karim.
Oui, bonjour Pauline.
And Michael Kushemererwa, a teacher of French as a foreign language in Nabisunsa Girls Secondary School and also Uganda Martyrs Senior Secondary School in Namugongo. Bonjour Michael.
Bonjour Pauline.
So, Karim, what can you tell us about this competition Njogera Français?
Wow, merci beaucoup Pauline. Njogera Français is a school competition that aims to motivate teachers and also French learners in Uganda. These are people and students who are learning French at school, and also it is there to strengthen the Francophone ties with Ugandan public and private school or also university around the DELF exams, which we shall explain later. It is a competition. We call it a competition because there are prizes to win, and the school competition is the school compete against each others.
Mm-hmm. So, in the previous episode, we explained what is DELF. But for those who missed it, Karim, what is DELF?
DELF stands for Diplôme d'études en langue française, which is a diploma in French language or a certificate in French language. It is an official qualification awarded by the French Ministry of Education to certify the proficiency of non-French speaking candidates in the French language. This certificate is internationally recognized and valid for life. There is an interest for students to take DELF as an acknowledge to their work because it is a diploma which comes straight from France. Mm-hmm. And it is officially attest the level of French of a child, but also, yes, the exams, that is the DELF, test also, the test is not very long as compared to other exams. It is not difficult. Mm-hmm. Often students are scared because of the exams, but at the end, they pass it very well.
Yeah, because it's formal, so you see the students panicking, but no, everybody passes in the end.
Yes.
And so, you said it's a competition where you can win a prize. But what prizes are we talking about?
Merci, Pauline. We have very many prizes. Include tablets, where we give out tablets to all the winners according to the level. We have around 14 pupils with the best marks. Those ones, they get tablets. And then we have 1,000 euros for the best university student. And we have laptops, which we give to 10 best schools with the highest numbers of participants or candidates. And also, every year we send 2 teachers for training in France, which the teachers with the highest average marks and the number of students.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for 2 weeks even. Yeah. So those are great prizes. So who is concerned? Who can join?
The competition is basically for non-Francophone students, and these are schools, and we categorize them from primary, secondary, and university level. So we have DELF Prim, which is basically for primary, and it is basically for children between between 8 and 12 years. And also we have DELF Junior, which is for students or for secondary, that is aged between 13 and 17 years. We encourage girls to participate in this competition. Then for the university, it is all students who are taking French at the university.
Yeah, so you have categories for all ages, basically. There's a spot for everybody. So the prizes to win are very interesting, but even if you don't win, you still have some benefits if you join this competition in Njogera Français. So what benefits are we talking about?
As we said previously, the students, the teachers, and the school are all winners, okay? Now, apart from this, when you join the competition, you have access to the discounted rate. That is for the DELF. You pay less compared to others. Then we also have different prices, and we also have training for teachers, okay? All schools who are partnering with us, they get training, free training, okay? And then we also have what we call animation. With the animation, we send our staff, our teachers to schools to have activities with the students. And this is very encouraging. And we have free access for online library. We have more than 12,000 books online. So teachers and students can get into the library using the computer which they have at the school because it is online. But they also have access to our library where they can come and borrow books and magazine. So they can consult books in our library.
Absolutely. So of course we need to thank our sponsors, by the way.
Yes, for sure. They have been really doing a great work for us. That is Total Energy, of course, the French Embassy, which is our main sponsors. We have CFAO, we have La Paire, and we have been having MTN. Really, thank you very much for supporting this competition.
Absolutely. So now that we know it's very interesting to join this competition, how can a school join the competition?
The school can just pay a membership, which is every year.
Yes, so it's paying the membership and then you register your students for DELF. And that's as simple as that.
Exactly.
And now we might have schools listening that are from Arua, Mbarara, or you name it. What would you tell a school if they're not based in Kampala?
For the moment, we have been based in schools around Kampala, but our major objectives starting from this year, we shall be going up country. And already next week, we shall be in Arua, okay, for the FIFth project. So we are expanding. So by next year, we shall be all over the country.
So basically, everybody can participate. No exception.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Karim. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Pauline.
I am now turning to Michael because he's one of the teachers involved in the competition since the very beginning, and actually even before we created this competition. Michael has always been pushing the French language, doing an amazing work, so I think it's very interesting to have his feedback today. So Michael, how would you say the schools you work in, the school and the pupils, benefited from joining the competition in Njogera Français?
Okay, merci beaucoup, Pauline. Now, I can say that joining the Njogera Français competition has brought significant benefits to our school, Napsonsa Girls School, our students, and myself. Now, for our school, it enhances our reputation as a leading institution in promoting language learning and cultural exchange. Now, for our students, they gain a competitive edge by participating in the DELF exams, which boosts their confidence and their academic profile. I personally, I have experienced professional growth because it has encouraged me to be innovative in the teaching methods, and I'm able to engage students effectively.
And you also actually were one of the first winners, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I was actually one of the first winners of the Njogera Français competition because I worked very, very hard. I like what I do. I like also teaching the students. I want to see them get those diploma certificates or the DELF diploma certificates, which are valid for life, you see. Because some other say courses, some certificates are not valid. They're not valid for life. They expire. But you see, with DELF, it does not expire. So I was opportune to be one of the winners, and I went to France for 2 weeks, and I trained, and I'm not the same. I came back very, very different. So I want to thank Alliance Française and the French Embassy and all our big boosters, the partners, the sponsors. Yes, thank you.
Thank you also for your work. It wouldn't happen if you were not
Yeah, you're welcome.
doing the work you're doing,
welcome.
of course. So, as a teacher of French, why would you say it's important for the young generations to learn French? I mean, they're very young, so why French now at that age?
Okay, me as a teacher, I believe it is very crucial for the young generation to learn the French language. First of all, French opens doors to numerous opportunities in education, employment, and international relations. So being multilingual enhances cognitive skills. After getting your cognitive skills, it also helps in the cultural awareness. Now, in the cultural awareness, we see students that are able to connect with diverse communities. Yes, please, that's what I can say.
And so, what would you say to a school that teaches French but don't see the importance for pupils to go ahead and actually take the DELF exam?
Now, to schools that don't see the importance of students obtaining DELF certification, I would like to emphasize that DELF is not just a language certification. It is a passport to future opportunities. Okay? Therefore, I would say that students should get more interest, or even the schools, they should get more interest in joining these DELF programs. Because you see, it equips students with practical language skills essential for global communication and higher education. So once they join in, they'll really have a lot of benefits at their hands. And also the schools will also benefit as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And as a teacher, what would be your words of encouragement for students? As we said, they're very often scared to take the DELF. We see it the day of the exam. So what could be your words of encouragement to them?
Okay, to the students. Now, students who feel apprehensive about the DELF exams, I want to remind you that every great achievement begins with a decision to try. So I want to tell you that embrace your challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, it is very normal to be nervous, but with your participation and dedication, you can succeed. And the effort you put into preparing for the DELF, it will pay you off in terms of knowledge, confidence, and future opportunities. So I would like to tell you that believe in yourselves and do not hesitate to seek help from your teachers and fellow peers.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. And also it's true that, as Karim said, there's very few people who don't pass. Everybody passes almost.
Yes.
Because usually the teachers do a great job at preparing.
Yeah, maybe what I would also want to say that you as students, you must like what you're doing. You must have the interest. It's just the inner interest. When you have the interest, you're going to get all the zeal to participate in the DELF, to speak French. Yeah, and you find yourself, because, you know, one thing I like with the DELF program, it helps students to be speakers of the language. And also, since in Uganda right now we have a new curriculum of French, and we've seen that the new curriculum is I think it has seen how DELF works, so it is copying the DELF way of doing things. So when a student is doing the DELF program, they have an advantage of passing the national examination of UNEB highly. Yes.
Of course, so it's a double advantage.
Yes, double advantage. Yeah.
Yes, Pauline, I would also like maybe to supplement on what Teacher Michael said about the opportunities, okay? Because these DELF exams really give the student the opportunities in their future, after completing their studies and they are looking for their jobs, they will use this certificate as an added advantage for them to get jobs.
Yeah.
Because many Ugandans have lost jobs because of lack of the second language. And how will you prove that you have a second language? So they have to know your level. And that's why we are encouraging the students to take these DELF exams in order to know their levels, so that when they come to that time, so that they are well prepared.
Yes, and in fact, that's why I talked about global communication. And because now, when you look at the communication, I know my tell students that in the world of work, it's about language, it's about communication. Whether you're doing physics, chemistry, you're still going to get a profession, and it's going to be a language. Now, when you have a French language, which is spoken worldwide, and you have maybe English also, you cannot be like this person who has only English. Like you said, in Uganda, many Ugandans are stuck, and unfortunately, they always remember when they are old.
Right.
And nobody has come and somebody says, "Can you learn French in 1 week?"
It's true. We have those guys coming to us.
Yes. Can I learn French in 2 weeks? I have some who are telling me, "Can I learn French in 3 weeks?" I say, it is impossible.
Hence the importance of studying when you're young. So when you arrive on the job market, you're here, you speak French.
So for global communication and higher education, so the DELF program really is, like I use the word passport.
Yes.
It is a passport to future opportunities, like I said.
Especially because it's valid for life. It's a passport that never expires.
Exactly.
So we really need to encourage the students to take this DELF seriously.
Exactly.
Yes, teachers, students hearing us today, reach out to Karim, to Alliance Française de Kampala. We'll be happy to respond to your inquiries and to have you for the next DELF session. Merci, Karim. Merci, Michael.
De rien,
Merci, Pauline.
And dear listeners, that's it for today. Thank you for listening.